Hi friends, we are headed out to pick up some landscape stone. I thought for today's video I would just do a very informal style video. I want to give you guys an update on our landscape. It has come such a long ways and we worked so hard all summer long on it. And so I'm excited to share that progress with you guys. I also want to share with you guys my fall decor that I am planning to decorate, so stay tuned for a fall decorating video to come, hopefully by the end of this week. But I've seen so many fall decorating videos. It's putting me in the mood to decorate for fall. I feel like so we just got home, so now we just have to put all the rock in place. But I'll insert some before pictures or a little video clip to show you guys what our landscape looked like beforehand. Here is all the stone. It looks really dusty. It's a black granite landscape stone, but once it's washed off, it'll be more of a dark kind of charcoal color. But initially it does look really dusty, which is nice. So I'll start with the mailbox. My husband actually built this mailbox with stone, and we just really love the look of a built-in mailbox. So we were debating whether to use stone or brick, and we ultimately decided to use stone, and I think he just did a really nice job. And then for the landscape, we ended up putting some daylilies and some knockout roses, which we're having the hardest time getting these knockout roses to bloom. So if you have any advice as to how to help roses to thrive, leave them in the comments. I'm sure they probably need some fertilizer, I'm thinking, but they may have got some infestation by some insects. I'm not sure, but there's all kinds of holes in the leaves, so I'm not sure if that's got something to do with it. And then moving on to the rest of the house, you can see that we have several pillars, and we actually hired someone to build the pillars for us, but it didn't go well. The people that we hired, they weren't skilled with this stone, and they did a terrible job. I'll insert a picture of this particular column right here to show you what it looked like when they built it. It was so poorly built that my husband ended up tearing it down and he rebuilt it himself. But we do still need to finish a landscape cap, which we're not sure if we're going to buy it or if my husband, he's thinking he might try to actually build the cap himself out of cement, which I think would take a really, really long time if he decides to do that. But it's hard for him to spend money to pay someone else to do something that he feels he can do himself. So he's very much a handyman. So yeah, we have, as you can see, we've got the black granite stone. We have all kinds of daylilies in the front here. And then like a bird's nest spruce there with a bunch of knockout roses. Again, these knockout roses just are not blooming right now for some reason. And then we have several birch trees. And I love the river birch trees are so pretty. But I literally just love to even sit out on the driveway and just look at the beautiful landscape. It's so relaxing out here. And I'm thinking eventually I might want to get a fountain for the little courtyard area by the front door. That might be something that'll be a future project. So we have more daylilies here. And then on this side, for some reason, the knockout roses on this side are thriving. I mean, look at them. They're gorgeous. They're blooming, and there's so many blooms. But yet the ones in the front, we are just really struggling. I don't know what it is, but they're so pretty. I love them. And then we have a pine tree here. And as you can see, these are the areas that we need to add the remaining stone. So this is the area that's unfinished with the stone. The wall wraps around to this corner of the house. And then we do need to, also before we lay the stone, we have to bury these, or not bury, but plant these daylilies. We have about, I think, 7 or 8 daylilies here to plant. So we got to plant those before installing the stone. And then we're on this area. This is our apron driveway. And as I said, the wall just kind of wraps around the driveway. And the cap that we have in mind for the wall is just this here. So it's something that will be this style of a cap. This is one that my husband did a test run on building it himself. He used cement, but as you can see, it's got like little, you can see all these little pores in it. So he's got to come up with a better solution so that there's not all these little fine holes in the cement. But yeah, we have the black granite stone along between the wall and the driveway. And then over in this area, we have this beautiful Japanese crimson, which during the summer I read that this tree initially was a really pretty burgundy color to the leaves, but I guess the heat causes the leaves to turn green, which doesn't make sense to me, but my understanding is come the fall that the leaves will turn red again. So we will see, but it is a really pretty tree. I love that. And then we have a little grass there. I forget what the name of that grass is. And along the wall, we have a bunch of arborvitaes with burning bushes right directly in front of them. And then over here, eventually we will put some type of tree, plant a tree in this area, maybe like a serviceberry, something that will be flowering. And we just have these boxwoods outlining this side of the front door courtyard. And over on the opposite side of the front door, I mean, just look at this perspective, this view of the front door with the columns. I love this look, and I'm just really excited to decorate my front porch for the fall. Like I'd like to put get like a cement planter for each column, and put maybe some of those, what are those really pretty cabbages that have the pinkish, purplish colors in them. They're so pretty. That would be so pretty to do for fall. And then over on this side, again, we have some burning bushes in front of the window with these boxwoods. And there will be another tree that we'll plant on this side. And then we have a sidewalk that goes over here that's outlined with more what we have used against that wall, and then more boxwoods outlining either side of the sidewalk. Then we have this little kind of flower bed here, and we need to plant one more tree there. So that is the landscape progress so far. It has come a long ways. We did plant the majority of the bushes ourselves. The trees, we did pay someone to plant those for us. But most of the work we have done ourselves. We even laid all the stone ourselves. It was a big, big job. Very tiring. So yeah, today we just want to plant the daylilies, lay the rest of the stone, and then hopefully we'll have time to work on adding some landscape lights. Not sure if we'll get to that today, but we're gonna try. And we really wanted to have like a black stone, but we were having the hardest time finding stone that was black. They had black lava, but none of the landscape stone suppliers around here had black lava in stock. So we ended up going with the black granite because once it's cleaned off, it does have a nice charcoal blackish color to it. This stone still needs to be washed more to bring out more of the color. But what I wanted to show you is we were reading online and we found some tricks, or we learned of some tips to turn your stone or bring out the darker or the deeper color in your stone. And one of the tricks was to use Pam spray. So I tested it out in this corner of the stone over here because I figured it would be more discreet and out of sight in case it didn't work out. But look at the difference. So this stone definitely looks black, and then this looks more grayish, bluish gray. And but yeah, just simply spraying some Pam on it, it brought out this dark color to it. And I did this several weeks ago and it stayed that way. So I guess that's one way you can bring out the deeper color of stone, is spraying Pam on it. To fall decor, and as you can probably tell, I am currently in my basement. The kids were being a little bit rowdy upstairs, so I thought this would be a quieter space, and my lovely husband helped me bring down a couple more of my decor bins because I couldn't reach them. But I just wanted to share with you my fall decor because I find it interesting to see how others decorate. It gives me inspiration, it gives me ideas. So hopefully this will give you guys some ideas and maybe get you in the spirit for fall. I know it still is a little bit early, but I think for decorating this year, I probably will end up doing a look similar to how I decorated last year. If you saw that video, I will link it up above if you missed that. But I did a lot of neutrals, so a lot of white pumpkins, some peach colored pumpkins, some lighter green colors. I really love that look, and I probably will do that again this year. I haven't quite decided because I do have a lot of traditional fall colors as well in my bins here, which I am about to share with you. So I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to decorate, but let me know down in the comments what color scheme you are going for this year if you are decorating. And let's start with the first bin. So in this bin, I can tell right away I have a lot of the neutral colors. So a lot of pumpkins. Here are different size white pumpkins. I have a silver pumpkin. This I think I got from the Dollar Tree, if I'm not mistaken. Has a little bit of shimmer to it. And these larger pumpkins, I got these surprisingly from Kroger. These were from Kroger. And this I got from Kirkland's. I love this. I think it's just so fall. I mean, this is perfect for fall. The cotton and then the burlap definitely speaks fall. Gives me all those fall vibes. I also have this Velvety Pumpkin. This probably was from Home Goods a couple years ago. And I just love decorating with pumpkins. They just really make the home feel warm and welcoming. For some reason, I love it. I love the colors of these pumpkins. These I got from Kirkland's. It came as a set. So you got like this peach colored pumpkin, this little bluish colored one, which I love. This reminds me of Cinderella's dress. It's like a Cinderella blue is what I call it. Another Cinderella bluish pumpkin that I love. And here is a little ceramic pumpkin. You can put like a sachet with potpourri in it. And then another blue pumpkin. I have this beautiful sparkly pumpkin. And this I picked up from Home Goods a couple years ago. More larger pumpkins here. And finally, this cloth pumpkin with the little studs on it. I love this. It's more of a modern style pumpkin. So I definitely have an endless supply of pumpkins. Let's see, I have my florals in this bin, and we'll start with these tall, kind of cornstalk looking floral arrangements. Looks like this. And what I love about this is this would be really nice to put, like if you had a long dining table, you could put one on either end of the dining table. That's a pretty look. Or if you have a buffet, you can put it at either end of the buffet. And also on the fireplace mantle, you can put one on each end of the mantle. I love the colors of this. And then with the burlap ribbon, it definitely speaks fall. And this is just such a pretty arrangement. I probably will end up using those on my buffet, I'm thinking. So I have 2 of those. Here's the second one. And I like too that the leaves are bendable. And this I picked up from Home Goods. It was several years ago though, so I'm not sure if they will have them this year, but they usually have something similar to it, which I have not been to Home Goods since before the whole COVID situation. So it's been a long time since I've been to Home Goods. I'm really missing it and can't wait to go there again, hopefully very soon. So I also have these florals. I love the colors of these. I love the oranges and golds, definitely fall colors, and this is just perfect to put in a vase to make a little floral arrangement. You could even set these as filler on your fireplace mantle, kind of like garland. That's a pretty look as well. Then I have these little baby's breath pieces. Again, this can be used in a vase or just as filler. I also have 3 of these viney looking pieces, and if you saw my fall decorating video last year, then you know I put these on my fireplace mantle and I had a bunch of pumpkins above it, and I loved that look. I thought it was such a pretty look. I know I got a lot of mixed reactions about that fireplace mantle, but that is how I decorated with these particular vines. I have another one here. So I'm not sure how I will use them this year, or if I will. We will see. Maybe I'll duplicate or do something similar to the mantle as I did last year. So stay tuned. Here are some more filler pieces. Again, this could be used in a vase or to drape on the fireplace mantle. Those gold colors are just gorgeous, such a vivid gold. And finally, in this bin, I have this beautiful garland. Piece, and this I used on my mantle a couple years ago. I don't know if you can see the pumpkins in this. It's so pretty. They're velvety pumpkins. There's like a pinkish colored one and some cream colored ones and a greenish colored one. Just really neutral colors, but this would look really pretty on the fireplace mantle, or maybe draped on a coffee table or like a entry table, something like that. Something else I picked up last year that I thought was a really neat idea are these little not pillowcase, but pillow wraps. So it says thankful, and it has a Velcro back, and you just wrap it around the pillow and secure it in the back. It's something that I didn't get around to. I don't think I used this last year. I can't remember, but I thought that was a really neat idea, and I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. I also have this beautiful neutral style wreath that I love. I usually will hang this on my front door, or sometimes I will hang a wreath on I have an entryway mirror that I will sometimes put a wreath on, or windows, also my patio doors, sometimes I'll hang a wreath there, but I think this is pretty. I love that it has white velvety pumpkins, and then there's also just filler pieces of pine cones, and then just the leaves. It's obviously fall colors. It's gorgeous. Moving on to my more traditional fall colors, and it has been a really long time since I've decorated with more traditional colors for fall. So maybe this year I will try the traditional colors, but this is a wreath that I have owned for quite a few years. I picked it up from Home Goods, I believe, many years ago, and I just love, I mean, it's such a beautiful, gorgeous, deep oranges and golds. It's really a pretty wreath. Finally, I have 2 gorgeous centerpieces, starting with this one. And this I picked up from Home Goods many years ago. I love it. Again, it's the more traditional colors, but it is really gorgeous with the pumpkins and the different filler. And there are 2 votives that go on this as well. Let me get those. This is what it looks like with the votives. You can see that they're kind of larger votives, so you would need more of maybe a 3-inch wide candle, but It is so gorgeous, and this would be beautiful on a side table or entry table, even as a centerpiece on your kitchen table. But it's a very gorgeous piece. Last but not least is this another gorgeous piece, this centerpiece with, again, traditional fall colors and a very large votive. You could put a very large candle in that. I love the looks of this one. Again, perfect for a tabletop centerpiece, but look at the colors in this. It just has some gourds in it, pine cones, some like glittery corn in here. I don't know if you can see that, but picked this up from Home Goods quite a few years ago. But I have not used this in quite a while, so just maybe I will use it this year. So that is all of my fall decor. Hopefully this gave you some inspiration. I know for me, it helps me out because now I know what I have and maybe what I don't have. I'm going to try to refrain from doing any more shopping because I feel like I probably have plenty here to decorate with, but I can't promise, so we will see. But I definitely plan to do a fall decorating video very soon here, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out on that. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and have a wonderful day. I will see you guys in my next video. Take care.